Another NBC10 I-Team investigation in 2016 uncovered dangerous delays in a critical safety net.
I started digging through court records. A viewer reached out to me. More than a week after she was granted a restraining order in an alleged abuse case, she learned the paperwork still hadn't been served.
I honestly felt like I was going to die that night.
This domestic violence survivor and 3,000 others seek restraining orders in Rhode Island each year. But the NBC10 I-Team learned they face an outdated system, and sometimes abusers can slip through the cracks. Restraining orders aren't valid until they're served. I started investigating after a woman told me she waited more than a week for sheriff's deputies to serve hers.
What happened?
Well, that was a misfiling on our part. And, we apologize to her for that.
But the NBC10 I-Team learned the wait in that woman's case wasn't an isolated incident. I dug through 2 months' worth of abuse investigations and found more than 40 cases where alleged victims waited more than 7 calendar days for service. I took what we found to Chief Sheriff David DeCesare.
The average number of days it takes us from receipt to service is about 4 days. That's, in my opinion, not that bad.
We had a very engaging meeting.
Deb DeBarrett, Rhode Island's Coalition Against Domestic Violence, sees the delays differently.
If you're a victim and you've just gone to court to get a restraining order, to think about a 48-hour, even a 24-hour delay can seem unbearable.
The task of serving 12,000 civil court documents each year, including 3,000 restraining orders, is at times more than Rhode Island's 5 sheriff's deputies can handle. But the NBC10 I-Team learned there is another option that most victims never hear about. While deputies serve restraining orders free of charge through the court system, private constables like Paula Esposito can also get the job done for a $45 fee.
The victims should be told that they have an option other than the sheriff's department.
Following our investigation, DeBarrett told NBC10 people seeking restraining orders will now be told constables are an option for a fee. But at night, on the weekends, and on holidays when sheriff's deputies typically aren't working, it could be a lifesaver.
If someone comes in and gets a restraining order on Friday at 3:30 in the afternoon, they know that the weekend is going to be potentially a very dangerous time period.
The Coalition Against Domestic Violence is also working on a bill that would allow the state's Victim Compensation Fund to cover that $45 fee.